exploring the difference between mass and weight, because we need to understand what mass is and what weight is, because they're not the same. They are different. When you go to the doctor for a checkup, the doctor will usually weigh you by having you step on a scale. But what if your doctor's office were on the moon? Would you weigh the same there? No, you would be much lighter because of the lack of gravity. But your actual size would be the same as it is on Earth. How is that possible? How do you weigh less on the moon but still be the same size? This is where the idea of mass comes into play. So your weight is less on the moon due to something called a weaker gravitational force, but your mass doesn't change. Mass is the amount of substance that makes up an object. So all the things inside you make up your mass. The units of measurement to express mass are what we call kilograms. Whether you're on the moon or on Earth, your mass doesn't change. There is still the same amount of you. So no matter where you are, for example, say you weigh 56 kilograms, your mass will always stay the same. Your weight, on the other hand, changes depending on how much gravitational pull there is. This is something that we call newtons. We measure that in newtons. To figure out your weight, you need to times your mass by about 100. So, for example, 56 times 100 equals 560 newtons. That's how much you figure out what your weight is compared to your mass. On Earth, we measure our newtons by about 100. Okay, it changes on different planets because of the gravitational pull, but don't worry about that too much. It's more about that we understand that mass is how much of us there is. Okay. Your weight, which is different to your mass, depends on gravity. It only changes on the moon because there isn't the same amount of gravitational force. So, looking here, on Earth, we have a stronger gravitational force that pushes us towards the Earth than there is on the moon. So there's a different formula. So we weigh 560 newtons on Earth, but we might only weigh 90 newtons on the moon. But your mass would still be 56 kilograms. There's still the same amount of you. It doesn't change. So weight is by how much force there is getting pushed down. Your mass is how much of you there is. Weight is the measure of how hard gravity pushes you down, and mass is the measure of the amount of matter or bits and pieces of you or an object there is. So a bowling ball may weigh 10 kilograms, has a mass of 10 kilograms, but when you take it to the moon, it would be easy to pick up, but it would still have a mass of 10 kilograms, okay? The weight will change because of the gravitational force. It's easier to move because there's less stuff in the air pushing against it. So, the difference between mass and weight is how we look at how much there is inside an item versus how much gravitational pull there is. So, if you're on the scales and you're looking at how much you weigh, mass equals kilograms. And your weight is equal to the newtons that are pushing down on you, depending on what planet you're on. Now, I have a fair guess to say that most of us will stay on Earth. So to figure out your newtons, remember, you can do your weight. So say you weigh 50 kilograms times 100 equal how much you weigh. So your mass times 100 will equal how much you weigh.